Okay, boys and girls, this is the last one that we're going to do today. It's example 3, and the directions are the same. Verify the identity. Okay, so we have cosecant squared theta minus 1 times cosine squared theta minus 1. And we need to simplify this so that we end up with negative cosine squared theta. Okay, all right, I actually don't think this one's too complicated just by looking at it. Again, right off the bat, just by looking at it, I know that this right here is a Pythagorean identity. So cosecant squared theta minus 1 should give me cotangent squared theta. So let me write it. This should give me cotangent squared theta. Okay, again, it's a Pythagorean identity. And cosine squared theta minus 1 is actually not a Pythagorean identity. It really should be 1 minus cosine squared theta. So the trig identity should be 1 minus cosine squared theta. And if I do it this way, then I should end up with sine. Okay. So look at your Pythagorean theorem, or not your Pythagorean theorem, your Pythagorean identity, and it should be written this way, okay? And that'll be sine. So the only way I can rewrite it this way is if I factor out a negative 1, okay? So a negative 1. So now inside, I should have sine squared theta. But because I factor out a negative 1, it'll be negative, okay? So let me give myself enough room. So I'm going to have cotangent squared theta times negative sine squared theta, okay? And I can write cotangent as cosine over sine. So I'm going to write this cosine squared theta over sine squared theta. And then don't forget, we're still going to multiply by negative sine squared theta. Okay. And then what would happen is my sine squares will cancel. And it's like having negative 1 here. Okay. So this would just be negative 1 times cosine of squared theta. So I should have negative cosine squared theta. And that's what we wanted to end up with. Okay. So I pretty much just simplified. Again, boys and girls, don't be discouraged, but the best advice that I can give you is start memorizing those Pythagorean identities. Again, I keep telling you guys, index card or refer to page 350. Okay, and have them handy because trust me, you keep using a lot of the same ones over and over. Okay, so again, I'm going to give you an example to try, and at any point, if you have any questions or you need help, just jump back in the chat. Okay. Today's homework is going to be a continuation, so we'll pick up again next week. So get as much as you can done today.